Hello, it is Monday and it is a new weekly reading vlog, and I do have updates. I have some good updates. So, yesterday I finished Alex and Eliza by Melissa de la Cruz. This was not what I thought it would be, so I used this for the Prince Charming prompt on the Royal Readathon to read a book with insta-love. Because if you've seen the musical, you'll know it's love at first sight for Alex and Eliza. This, it is not. It's definitely not insta-love, and I'm still using it for the prompt because I based my choice on what I know of the musical, so I'm doing it. It's my readathon. I can bend the rules for myself if I want. But this actually come out as a 3-star. I liked it, but I did not love this. So I think it was because it was so different from the musical, and yeah, I just wasn't the biggest fan. I might pick up the other 2 books in the series. Like I might see if I can get them from the library or on Scribd or something, because I am intrigued to see what else the author changes from what I know of the musical. So yeah, I am actually going to be giving this book to my friend Kelly because she is one of the biggest Hamilton fans I know, and I think she will like this. Even though it is different from the musical, I do think she'll like this, so I'm going to be posting this to her once I've filmed my January wrap up next week. So that was another one ticked off. And then last night I did start Hood by Jenny Elder Moke. I am really excited for this. It's not really a Robin Hood retelling because Robin Hood is in this. It's and Marion's in this. So this is about Isabel, who is the daughter of Marion and Robin Hood, but she does not know she is the daughter of Robin Hood until something happens and she has to go find the merry men and her father. And yeah, I don't really know what twists this is going to take, but I am looking forward to diving into this. I am just over 50 pages in and I'm intrigued. I'm looking forward to this, and I love the story of Robin Hood, so I'm looking forward to this. Although I feel like I'm going to picture Robin Hood as the guy who plays Robin Hood in Once Upon a Time, because I love him. He's like my favourite Robin Hood. So yeah, but we'll see. He's not in it yet. He's been mentioned, but he's not actually in it yet. So there's that. My aim is to try and maybe finish this tomorrow or Wednesday, because this is all I have left of my readathon TBR, and it's only the 25th. I'm really happy with this, and that is a contemporary, so that should be a really quick read. But yeah, so I'm hoping to finish this either tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on how much I can get read in the evenings. So yeah, I would say wish me luck on that, but by the time you're watching this I would have definitely finished it. And then today I read another 50-ish pages of Hero of Ages, so we are this far in now. We're just under 300 pages in. Still absolutely adoring this book, and I'm actually a bit worried for one of the characters because something is going on with them, and I'm worried for them because they're just so precious and I want to protect them. But I don't think things are going to turn out particularly well for this character, which makes me sad. But yeah, I'm still loving this, so I don't think we're going to finish this before the end of January, but that's fine. I'm we'll have to just roll it over into February by a couple of days, but that's fine. But yeah, they are my only updates for today. I do want to show off this top. It says, "If lost, return to Kylo Ren." My friend Ellen got me this for Christmas and I love it. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, to be honest. That's a lie. I got a new mattress and it is heaven. So I have a memory foam mattress, and my mattress was quite old, so you know with memory foam, when you push down on it, lift your hand back up and it goes back to its normal shape. Where this was like quite a few years old and I hadn't got around to replacing it yet, it was molded to me, so I always had to be in that position laying down, and it's probably why, one, I'm not sleeping properly, and two, I'm always in pain. So I've got my new mattress and it's just so comfy and it goes back to the proper shape. And last night was my first night sleeping in it and I got 5 hours sleep, which is my normal amount of sleep. So yay. But yeah, I'm hoping I get a fair bit of sleep tonight as well, because I think it's at like 11 o'clock. So yeah, so I will check in with you hopefully tomorrow when I can give you an update that I've maybe finished a book. Maybe, we'll see. Hello, it is Tuesday and I managed to finish a book today. So I finished Hood by Jenny Elder Moak. This was my pick for the Royal Readathon for the Flynn Rider prompt, a book with a legal activity. This is a Robin Hood retelling, so yeah, of course it's got a legal activity. I really enjoyed this. This actually came out as a 4 stars, which I was actually not expecting, because in the first half I did think it would end up being a 3-star, but the second half picked up quite a lot and I was really happy about that because I really enjoyed it. I think I talked about this yesterday, but this is basically the daughter of Marion and Robin Hood, and she's on a mission with the Merry Men to find her dad, and things happen, there is action, and I really enjoyed this. So yeah, this was also, I believe, a debut, and I feel so bad for the author because she's one of many authors that had their debut book released in 2020, which, yeah, but this is a great book and I do really recommend this if you like retellings and if you like Robin Hood, because this is just a brilliant book and I really liked Isabel's character. And I loved the part of the Merry Men. There was Adam, Little, Patrick and Helena, and I really liked all of them characters, and I believe this is a standalone, but I would quite like a sequel so we could find out more about those characters, because you don't really learn, you learn a fair bit about Adam's past, but you don't really know about the others, and I would quite like a book about the others because I think that would just be a great book. But I did really like how this book wrapped up. I thought it was a really good ending, and yeah, I really enjoyed this. So this was a brilliant win for me, because this was actually one of my anticipated books for last year, but I just didn't get around to reading it last year, unfortunately. So I definitely made sure I got it in early this year. And I'm glad I did, because I think this is one I would reread again, which is amazing. And the reason I'm giving full credit, the reason I managed to get that book finished tonight, like sit and focus enough to get it finished, was because Steph over at Steph Loves did some reading sprints on her Patreon. Now I absolutely love joining live reading sprints, and as much as I love the ones on their main channels, I do find sometimes they can get a bit chaotic, where there's so many people watching and commenting, and it just feels a bit sometimes, and sometimes I'm just not in the right mindset to essentially be around that many people, even though I am only in the comments. If that makes sense, it probably doesn't. Which is why I really enjoy the Patreon ones, because there's not as many people, You can chat in between reading sprints, and it's just chilled and really lovely. And I find I'm a lot more productive with my reading when there is less people watching. So yeah, I managed to finish that and I'm very happy. And my mum is now halfway through Addie LaRue, which, yes, and she is loving it, which I'm very happy about. So yeah, and also she loves joining the reading sprints as well. Obviously, like, I comment for her, but still, it's really nice. But yeah, so that being said, that now means I only technically have one book left on my January TBR, and it's the 26th, and that's Radio Silence. So I am, oh, that's nice. There are like sections that are just like this. I think this might be a quick read, which I'm very happy about. So I am going to start this tomorrow because I'm very tired. It is just gone 11, so really I could, you know, start this, but I got a full 7 hours sleep last night, which is a big deal for me, and I'm fully basing it on the fact that I've got a new mattress and it's really bloody comfortable. So I am gonna get in my PJs and settle down on my lovely comfy bed. I'm happy about this, can you tell? So yeah, also me and Liv had a bit of a FaceTime earlier, and we have been doing some planning, and I'm really excited for the next readathon that we're doing. We haven't even finished this one yet, but I'm really excited for the next one, which will be coming later this year. We will let you know. So yeah, I'm gonna dive into this tomorrow, and I'm excited to do that. And yeah, I will hopefully catch up with you tomorrow with some more reading updates. Hello, it is Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I'm just gonna do a really super quick update because I am tired. Me and Liv have been on FaceTime for the last few hours. We were chatting for a bit and we did a couple of reading sprints, just us. So I have read a bit more of this. We are almost halfway through, and I have no idea how this is going to go, and I am not ready for this to end. This is the last book in the series, so yeah. And then because obviously I only have a certain amount of pages I can read of that, I started Radio Silence, which is the final book on my official TBR for January. Get me? On the 27th. And I read 75 pages in half an hour. I don't know how this happened, but it looks like this is going to be a very, very quick read, which I'm very happy about because I am going to set myself probably an unrealistic goal of finishing this tomorrow. And the reason I say it's unrealistic is because I finally today finalised what I want on my February TBR, which will be up by the time this goes live. So for February, I'm taking part in both the week-long Polathon hosted by Jade at JD Ray Reads, and also the month-long Woody's Roundup Readathon, which is hosted by Lily over at Literary Lily. And I've done it. So tomorrow my plan is I need to film my TBR. I need to edit my TBR and get it uploaded and scheduled and everything. I want to finish reading this, and I'm watching a live show at like 8 p.m. So busy day tomorrow, plus I have to work. But it's fine, it's fine. I also am really proud of myself. I have posted 3 pictures in 2 days on my Instagram. So I posted 2 pictures yesterday. The original plan was to post 1. So I got one taken and scheduled. And then I completely forgot that my copy of A Vow So Bold and Deadly was arriving yesterday, and that I wanted to do a picture for release date of that when it arrived. So I ended up doing 2 pictures yesterday. And then today, when my copy of The Mask Falling arrived, I did a picture for that, and now I'm like, I'm gonna feel weird not doing a picture tomorrow because I don't have another one planned. And I'm like looking at my books like, what could I do? So I'm gonna see if I can think of a little something to do so that I can post that tomorrow. And I also need to write a book review. I've got 2 books that I want to write reviews for right now, so I want to try and get at least one of those written up. And I don't know what's going on with my parting. Also, look how quickly my roots are already coming through. That is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to redo it. Ugh. So yeah. Busy day tomorrow. So I'm gonna go and try and get some sleep now because it's like 11:30. So yeah. Hello. It is Thursday and I am super tired. I filmed my February TBR today, which they're the books. There's a lot. That's not even all of them, because there's a couple of audiobooks as well. But I'm taking part in a Toy Story readathon, so I had to dig out Lotso, who still smells of strawberries. Oh, yes. So yeah, that is all. I have done no reading today, but I have been productive. So I woke up, did my makeup, I filmed and edited my February TBR in between doing work. So like I filmed it this morning and then I had it all like loading onto my computer and everything whilst I was working, and then on my lunch break I edited it so that it could be uploading whilst I was working in the afternoon. I had, now in work for my job, I have to have at least 1 call a week. That call usually lasts about 15 minutes to half an hour, depending on how many issues we have to talk about. And apart from that, I have the odd call with my team member just to like chat or to go through something work-wise. Today, I had an hour-long video phone call with a bunch of people who aren't on my team but work at the same company as me. That was an hour long. Came off of that, had like 3 minutes to stretch my legs and give my ears a break from headphones, and then had to go on to another hour-long call. Actually, no, that was an hour and a half, I think. And then, like, I didn't have to talk on that one or anything, so that one weren't so bad. But then I needed to, like, speak to my colleague on the phone because we had to, like, talk about something work-related. And then that was another half an hour. And then by the time we got off that call, it was like basically time to log off, and I'm just so drained. And then I had dinner, chilled for a bit, and then Jade has just done her Patreon live show, and I have done something else productive today. I finally measured out the area where my desk is downstairs, because my computer and everything is down, like my personal computer is down in the living room because I don't have room in my bedroom. And I want to get a new desk because my one's really old, like it's starting to get a bit rickety, and I want a slightly bigger one because I have a bigger screen now. I used to have a tiny screen and I've got a bigger one now. So yeah, I finally measured it out and found the perfect one for me, only to see it's out of stock for home delivery. It's so annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that now. But yeah, I have not read any more of this, so I'm gonna try and do some, but I am super tired, so it probably won't happen. So not very many updates today, unfortunately, but I still thought I would come on here and just give you a quick hello. Hello, it is Saturday, and today is the day everything is coming off these shelves. And I don't know if you can see, there are gaps, last night I took loads of books off that I am going to unhaul, and there will be a separate video coming very soon with my unhaul. But friends, it is a big one and I am proud of myself. I was brutal. But now those spaces are going to get filled up pretty quick, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes of books which haven't had a space on a bookshelf yet. So that's going to happen today. So I am going to take you on this journey. I was going to do this as a separate video, but honestly, the way that my room is set out, this is not all of the books. I have 2 bookcases there and then another one there, so it's just gonna take so long if I do it as a separate video, because I'll have to keep constantly changing the camera angle. So you're only really probably gonna see this one until it's done. But I'm scared and excited for this, because I'm going to take literally every single book off and redo. Oh, why am I doing this to myself? I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm doing it. So let's just get started. I'm going to put some music on. I have my Sneak. This is the sour apple one and it's actually really good. And I'm going to get stuck in. So this is terrible lighting, so I'm sorry about that. But I have almost finished. However, I am having to take loads of special editions down into the living room. I was talking to my mum about it and she was like, just bring them down here. So I'm gonna go arrange them downstairs. We've got like a little like cabinet thing and there's room on top, and it means that I can use my gorgeous bookends that I got in my Daughter of Smoke and Bone box. So I'm going to go do that, and I'm going to quickly show you it once it's done, if it looks okay. And then I'm going to give you a really quick overview of what the shelves look like up here. And let me tell you, it's not pretty like some people's are. I've got too many for it to be pretty like that. So yes. So we have the Laini Taylor bookends overlapping that side, and all my special editions until I get my chain of irons. Okay, so the lighting is absolutely terrible, but we have hardbacks, we've got that. You will see why I mean it's an absolute mess. Like, that is a full shelf of just stacked because no room for anything else. The gaps I have left are for books that I have currently on the way. Let's just casually move my sneak bottle. I have so many books. And this is after me getting rid of loads. You can't see that shelf properly, but that's thrillers and dystopian. That is just all Cassandra Clare. And here you see where I've had to double stack things. So yeah, that, I'm so tired. I just want to sleep. I have unhauled so many, like, you don't understand how many, like, so proud. Hello, it is Sunday, and I know I usually end my vlogs on a Saturday, but I thought as it is the final day of January and also I had not finished my last book of January, I thought I would roll it over and wrap it up today. So me and Liv just did some reading sprints on my channel. It was very nice. We sprinted for like 3.5 hours. And I'm very happy to report that I finished Radio Silence. This came out as 3 stars, and this was for the Li Shang prompt, a book with a bisexual character. And I really enjoyed this. This was quite a high 3-star as well. This obviously, like, if you've read anything by Alice Oseman before, you'll know that she writes a lot about mental health, and I thought this was such a good book, and it deals with some important points, and I really liked the ending. I thought the ending was really well done. Obviously I'm not going to say because spoilers, but yeah, so that being said, I have completed my TBR for the Royal Readathon Prince Edition, which I am so happy about. So now that's it. That's done. That's done. I feel really good about my bookshelves being done, and I currently can't see my bed because all of the books I'm unhauling are currently on there. I am going to film my unhaul video because once that's filmed I can sort through it, because my mum is having some of the books. I'm selling some on Ziffit, but not all of the ones I'm selling are coming up on Ziffit, so we'll see. I don't know what I'm doing with those ones yet, but yeah. So I'm going to wrap up this vlog now, and I'm really excited to start my February TBR tomorrow. Obviously tomorrow is the start of Polathon and also Woody's Roundup Readathon, so I am going to be starting with ACOFAS, which I'm excited for. So yeah, for the rest of the evening I'm literally just gonna finish editing the vlog, get that sorted, and I still need to set up my February spread for my reading journal, so I'm going to do that and looking forward to it. So I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.